A lot of people are getting restless and want to travel. And one of the most popular travel destinations before the pandemic was Jamaica. Pretty soon it will be a popular destination again. Let's welcome into the stream the Minister of Tourism from Jamaica, Edmund Bartlett. It's good to have you here, sir. I have been to your wonderful country. I've actually had Blue Mountain coffee, which I adore, and I look forward to returning. So share with us what you've put in place with Jamaica Cares to help international tourists come back. And I know that just recently, I think it was the first nurse in Jamaica got their COVID-19 vaccine. So bring us up to speed.
Well, thank you so much. It's really my pleasure to share Jamaica's newest and most important marketing strategy for the attraction and retention of the wonderful partners that have made our industry so strong over the years. We know what has happened with this COVID-19. It has literally collapsed the traditional demographics as we understand them. Generation Z, Y, millennials, and the baby boomers have all now become one new demographic we're calling Generation C, Generation COVID. And the characteristic of that generation, of course, is that they are hungry for travel. They are planning their many trips. They have shared experiences with living with COVID for the last year or so. They are also from all across the world and of all ages. And they carefully evaluate their different destinations, putting a focus, of course, on places that will help them to navigate new travel requirements while also prioritizing their health and safety and their family well-being. So we are focused in Jamaica heavily on resilience, and we have reinvented international tourism to successfully allow for the resumption of travel. We are also truly at the forefront, I must say, of building out a destination-wide response on a program that we call Jamaica Cares. So now through Jamaica Cares, we are focused on welcoming the Gen Z travelers, assuaging their concerns about health and well-being during travel, while ensuring seamless implementation of protocols and safety measures, including testing. Jamaica Cares truly galvanizes our tourism COVID response. We are nimble and resilient. We have paired a comprehensive destination-wide approach with a laser-like focus, committed to delivering the highest level of health for visitors, tourism workers, and local communities. For example, we've established the first ever resilient corridor. And this corridor is where
following up on what you're saying, right? Following up on what you're saying right there. So how difficult has it been for Jamaica to be able to obtain vaccines? We know that countries around the world have been challenged with this. I believe this week, a nurse from Jamaica became the first to get the vaccine. So where does Jamaica stand when it comes to access?
Well, access for us has been perhaps as difficult as the first 100 countries who have received. We had about 14,000 doses administered in the last few days, and we're expecting that by the end of March, we would have done just about 16% or so of our population. It has not been easy because, the WHO is the standard bearer. They determine what vaccines are approved and when we can get. But the other problem, of course, as you know, is that the larger and richer countries have literally cornered the vaccine market. And so, they have already had more than 80% of all the vaccine produced. And that left the small and developing countries in a real difficult position. So a lot of us have been struggling. We have actually paid for a vaccine which has not been delivered. Dates have been established and new dates established also. Well, thank goodness we've started. And we expect that by the end of this year, we would have done more than 60% of our population.
The Jamaica Cares program sounds enticing, and we should point out in 2020, in January of 2020, there were 227,200 visitors to Jamaica. January of this year, it had fallen, understandably, to 43,831, but I imagine it's growing. Do you have a date by which you think tourism will be back to the normal numerical trends for Jamaica?
I think about 2022, 23. We should see that normalcy. I expect that this year, for example, will continue to be slow. Summer should pick up because the US, our big market, the UK, have all shown good signs for vaccination, expecting to have more than 50% of their people vaccinated. So we should see some spouting and turnaround in summer, and then we build from there. And I believe 2023, we should be back to normalcy.
And 2023, not too far away, just a couple years. What do you expect tourists to be able to find in Jamaica? Is the experience going to be different now, post-pandemic, than it was pre-pandemic, or it's pretty much going to be the exact same experience? Fantastic.
Well, it will not be the exact same experience by any means. It will be a higher level of safety, security, a lot more emphasis, of course, on health standards, and also of ensuring that we have the infrastructure to enable the visitor to have the same wonderful, beautiful Jamaican scenery that they've always enjoyed, to have our music, our reggae, all the wonderful geophysical features that have characterized our landscape, the adrenaline rush, adventurous events, and so on, but under different circumstances and with far more emphasis on the use of technology for safety, security, and seamlessness.
We wish everybody in Jamaica the best, and a lot of us are looking forward to when we can return and visit your country once again. Edmund Bartlett, Jamaica's Minister of Tourism, thank you so much.